try this out. Let's see how the stream looks. And I think we are live. All right. Looks. And I think we are live. I want to test the latency. I want to test the latency. Okay. I want to test. All right, so I have a little bit of a latency with my live stream here. So, what's happening, boys? What's happening? So, when you guys answer or ask a question, it's going to be about 6 or 8 seconds for me to reply. I'm using the OBS software, so it's a lot better than using the encoder from YouTube, because the encoder from YouTube is like, you know, it's like real time, and it apparently is not as good. So anyway, a little early today. So anyways, let's start talking. I finally got the opportunity to come into the shop. Let me check my stream on OBS and make sure we look good. Looks like the stream's pretty good. Quality decent. You guys hear me pretty good? Make sure you guys hit that like for me too. I appreciate all that. So anyways, yeah. So we actually got a chance to live stream from the shop. I would have the white car behind me, but she's still stuck in the trailer from yesterday, so. Download your car, Josh. Download your car, made 275, 325 wheels with 308 mile cam HCI. Run out of fuel. Pfft, that's normal. Hey, Josh, go check out my Feed the Beast, my 40-minute ridiculous rant for fuel pump. Dude, you're going to have to upgrade your pump. What's up, Adrenocide? What's up, Pat? Hey, I gotta meet you at the track because I want to do Pat here in my chat. He's got that budget brawler, that Easter egg car that we were checking out earlier in the year. So anyway, I want to do a little video on his stuff. Yeah, Josh, if you're out of fuel at you're making 275, 325, and you're out of fuel at 4,000, I mean, that's not even peak torque. Usually 4,600 is about peak torque for a Fox body. What's up, Mike Denford? Cobra intake so much as 300 wheel, I guess. You'll get 300 wheel. What's up, Smurf TT? Sandy and Paul in the house. Is the volume low? Because I can change the volume, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. How's that sound? I put it up about 2 or 3 decibels. Good. Yeah, we're not going to have to really worry about the stream cutting out anymore because I'm using a software to do it. But the problem is there's about a 6 or 8 second delay. So when I get chat and start talking to you, so I might not be able to answer you guys in real time. So I can continue to increase that volume. Anyways, I know I'm a little bit early right now, but figured I'd stream for a little bit. The Cleveland Browns won again. So I know you guys probably aren't football fans, but I coach football and I love football outside of, you know, obviously Mustangs. Go ahead, Mike. What's up, Smitty? What's up, Jody? Yeah, I'm a little early. I'm sorry. So, as you can see, we got blue car back here. We got to finish some stuff up with that. What's up, Andrew Hanlon? If you guys don't know who Andrew Hanlon is, pretty much everything I order T5 wise, with my parts, A lot of, I mean, years and years and years of friendships with Bob and Linda, his mother. Very professional, very family-based. Hanlon Motorsports out of PA. He does he's the guy I bought my T56s from. The guy is just overloading with 5-speed, 6-speed knowledge. So that's Andrew. He works for him too. He's part of the family business. I want to give a shout out. Let's not talk about that, or genocide, because I'm not here to talk about politics, bruh. Well, yeah, Hanlon Motorsports. That's who Andrew is. If you see him here in chat. I appreciate that, Elliot. Anyways, as far as the 408, went, well, it's a 410, but it's a 408 because we had to. A 408 is just simply a 30 over motor, and a 410 is a 40 over motor. So we just decided to go up 10 thou because it made for a cleaner bore. So, anyways, for those that don't know, the car's packed away in the trailer still from the dyno. You guys will see the video probably end of the week. It's a crazy video. We made some awesomely lame numbers. Does that make any sense? I'm going to leave you guys in suspense with that one. Awesomely lame-ish. I don't know. It depends on what your level of expectation was and what mine was, but a lot of things came from that. So I got some good data from it. I have a question about, Jody, I have a question about putting an A92 starter on my V8 Ranger. Only one bolt for a wire. Do I run both battery wires? That's a two wire setup, 92, 93. It's also like a mini starter, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think you'll have to run. I think one wire goes to one side, the other wire goes to the other side of the solenoid. So, it's a pretty easy setup. What else we got going on? What else did I do this weekend? Well, we did get it tuned, and it does. That motor, wow. It about sucked me into the whole room. I mean, the whole room was just, I mean, those tires, I got a 28 tall tire in the back, and it was spinning the rollers hardcore, man. Hardcore. I guess AutoZone gave me the wrong freaking starter. Hey, then just go take it back and tell them you need one for an 89. Because they didn't start making the 2-wire until 92, 93, and it worked both in 2.3 and 5.0 Mustangs, Jody. What else we got going on? Hit me up on some likes, boys. 110. You know what? I was going to run 93 110 mix Adrenocide, but why? I just spent $4,500 on the block. I get a pretty good discount on Cam 2/110, so I figured, you know what? I'm going to be Ignite Red soon anyways with the corn fuel. That's just like $5 a gallon. You know, I don't want to blow anything up. That car is going to be a designated street strip car, whereas my black car is going to be one that I drive a lot on the street. What? I'm going to call you Adrenocycle. I'm going to say cycle from here on out then. Y'all want to see the sneaky shit we got going on in the blue car? That's good, Adrenocide. You should build a T5 car. All right, here we go. I can pick the camera up. It's going to be a little shaky, but I'll try to keep it like selfie sticked. Or something like that. Let me make sure it's... See, I got this extension here. I don't do like a Bluetooth or anything, but, you know, it is what it is. I got to go slow so it doesn't like make everybody sick. So, what y'all see right there? Yeah. We got some tomfoolery going on over here. If you guys can still hear me. We don't care. Yes. All right, let me set you back down. You guys hear me? Did you guys hear me okay over there? So I got it set up to where I can grab the camera and just go around the shop and show some stuff that we're doing or whatever, but it's pretty cool. So, anyways, my buddy Mustang Mike, which you'll see him in the Nitrous versus supercharger video we're doing on this, said, hey, you know what? Let's just take a 30-year-old Nitrous kit and stick it on there and make a video. We'll put a 100-shot pill on it, since the supercharger already makes 100 anyways, and we'll see which one goes faster and which one dyno's better. So you guys got to stay tuned because we're going to do that right at the track. What's up, Mod Motorhead? We're going to do that right at the track. So hopefully we get a good clean day between here and the end of November where I could take it out there. We're going to spray NOS at it, and then we're going to put the supercharger on it or vice versa, and we're going to make back-to-back-to-back passes. Hopefully the motor don't blow up, but we really don't care if it does. Do we, Paul? What's up, Mod Motor? His name's in green because he is part of our club membership. If you guys are interested in that, Mod Motor, I appreciate you for supporting the channel, my man. So, anyways, give me 1 second. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna go crazy with it. I mean, it's the end of the channel. It's the end of the year, so I'm not really scared to blow anything up. You know what I mean? So. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm almost to 10,000 subs. You know, I appreciate everybody who's clicked in and watched all my videos and, you know, helped my ranking and my views get up. I mean, I've went from 2,500 subs to starting in like February 2010 when I came back, or 2019 when I came back, and it's taken me probably a couple hundred videos and, you know, a year and a half at least just to get like 7,000 or 8,000 subs. So for those guys that are interested in doing the Fox Body channel, just be patient. Just trust me, just be patient. Just keep putting content out. The more the people see you in your channel, the more they're going to go back and see some of your old stuff. So I got some pretty embarrassing, very first old stuff. But I'm not ever going to take that stuff down because that, you know what? That just shows the age. And that just shows progression. You know what I mean? So I'm going to leave all my old videos up. I don't care. The live streams are killer. I look forward to them every week. I appreciate that, Adrenaline. Now, make sure you guys are checking out, and I'm going to throw shout out there. Make sure you guys are checking out Brutal's live streams because actually he's the one that kind of motivated me to go and get, you're going to laugh, I got a 200-foot Ethernet cable running to I own the house in front of the shop that we all work at, me and cousin Paul, cousin Fred. And we plugged it into the router. I have pretty good internet there because I pay for it for the shop or whatever. So I always have to hardwire my stuff, and I'm kind of excited because I'm like, you know what? We really need to be streaming in the shop so I can just pick the thing up and I can show you guys cool shit that I got going on here. And it doesn't make for like a boring, like, you know, whatever, live stream. So you guys are still here, right? We still rolling? Okay, here we go. Just making sure because I think my live stream is good. So what's up, 860? Okay, Mike. Let me get into some of this chat. I'm sorry. What size tire are you using and what RPM to launch? DK. White car's on a 28. My black car's on a 26. The blue car behind me is on a 26 as well. And as far as launch, all of it. I don't run a two-step. I foot pedal it. I've been foot pedaling it for years. So if I was the two-step, I'd be about 4,200. You didn't need a booster? Adrenaline, I didn't need a booster. So what I'm going to do is once we get the little shop built for my dad, as far as like getting the electrical and everything run, we're going to run a Wi-Fi booster, and I'm going to run a switch in there. And then I'm going to hardwire the shop to where cousin Paul and cousin Fred can tap in and play the big ass radio we have behind us. So what's up, Mike? Did you ever use the second video regarding the Explorer intake and its horsepower gain? Did I miss it? Okay, so you're talking about when I ran an NA? Because it's in the same video. Live stream quality is great today. I appreciate that, CMD. I'm stuck. What's that broken tool? Here's another guy that's part of our membership in our club. I appreciate your homage, Broken Tool, as always. Okay, back to DK. I'm stuck in low 12s, 114. Well, 114 should be an 1180 easy. Your 60 foot is absolutely destroying you. So, like, you know, this car back here is just a stock car. You can put slicks on a stock car. Just do it. I mean, the way I'm always ran my cars is I've always ran, if you see them back here, you know, well, I always ran my cars, I've always ran with stock, you know, always had its own, you know, always had its own set of wheels. Like these are Dad's car's wheels right here. You know, these were actually the wheels from the black car that I raced with. But the black car also has its own set of SVE wheels. So your best case scenario, my man, is to get a set of rear wheels to, like, you know, just put slicks on. And, like, all you got to do is run some screws. You know what I mean? You could buy some slicks used from people who's beating on them all year. And if your car don't make a ton of power, it's still going to hook and book. You know what I mean? So. Autocross the Mustang today with the shift kit I put in. How'd it work? So, Lopez, on what car? The white car with the T56? That hood in the back. Yeah, we haven't painted it yet. That's what this is for. So I ended up thinking, the blue car shifter is a, Cousin Paul, what we got on there? Isn't that a factory shifter? I think it's a factory base with a Steeda handle. Who's got a blue driver's side armrest? I probably have one. But anyways, what I was saying is I got some issues, boys, with the white car. And you guys are going to see that in a video that's coming up this week. And it's going to kind of tie in to, like, what we're talking about with the blue car and the black car. So, I mean, without giving away anything. What else we got going on? The white car, I mean, I didn't expect to actually tune the white car because there was, like, bugs, like, galore. I had a water pump leak, which just disappeared for no reason. Made no sense to me. I had a clutch issue where on a T56, the actual fork is part of the transmission. Whereas on a Fox body, the fork is on the bell housing. So I about jumped my white car off the trailer trying to put it in gear to get it off the trailer to put it in the enclosed so I could take it over to the dyno the other day. And I come to find out that I took my cable loose and I pushed the whole fork actually popped out of the rivet or out of the pivot. So I tapped on it and it popped right back in, and then I had my clutch. So RXT twin disc HD. Man, that thing pushes lighter than a factory one. What's up, Fat Boy Fox? What PSI did you run in the slick and drag radio? All of it. Define that a little bit more, though. A60 Fox, last week you said that you're not a fan of hydro clutches. Out of curiosity, why not? I recently bought a McLeod hydro clip. I don't hate them. It's just the fact I don't have enough experience, 860, to say, you know, know a lot about it. That's the best way to put it. So, I'm sorry if I'm not talking at the camera. I'm trying to read chat and talk at the camera at the same time. But what did you guys think of my my GT40 versus stock intake video that I made? I know I had mentioned something last week about it, or 2 weeks ago, but I want you guys to chime in on that while I read some more chat. Marcel, had you ever thrust bearing fails? I actually damaged my 331 stroker cranks, and I'm not sure why the problem is. I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe were you running an auto? I want to see aftermarket heads. DK for what? Wade Johnson, I've had 306 GT40 heads and intake, E33 cam, 24-pound injectors. Right now has a stock fuel pump. What's going bad? Would it be safe? You could run a 255 just fine, Wade. But if you're going to go ahead and put a 255 in, you might as well put a 340 in and wire it. Honestly. Take the time to wire it, get that mod over with, because you could make 550 wheel on something boosted on a stock lines with a wired 340. I've done it, and it made power right up to 6,000. 92 GT green. I've been out of the game too long, but how much does a good condition T5 sell for these days? I'm in need of a manual trans for the small block Ford. Had a TKO 600 back in the day. T5s, good built T5s are 800 to 1,000. You could probably get a good used one for 500 or 600. They're not cheap. You know, Fox body parts are going up, and they've always been going up because they're just getting harder to find. There's too many people that are parting them out, and they're throwing away a lot of good parts that are getting hard to find, in my opinion. You might, your converter might be pushing against your crank, Marcel. I've seen that happen. AFR or trick flow heads will give way more power than GT40. But why would you spend $2,000 on AFR or trick flow heads, DK, when you could take a $300 work out a set of GT40s and put a turbo kit on it and make twice as much power as it would net you? I'm not saying that you're wrong. I mean, you can do what you want, but I mean, for me, I'll make power on a stock motor and go 10s. We did it with Project Hot Wheels. I mean, it's just, I keep it pretty stupid simple. You know what I mean? Which is one of my next videos, by the way. Well, my autocross time of the AOD shift kit is 15 seconds faster than my 16 dart. I'm not surprised. Turbos make more power, more makeup for port. Yep. Terry Mizzou, love the GT40 videos. You should do a 96 Explorer engine with a stock HO cam and on-3 setup. Actually, my whole black car came from that. My whole black car was a stock bottom end Fox motor, which isn't much different than an Explorer motor outside of the hyper-eutectic pistons themselves. And stock cam, GT40 head, GT40 intake, no porting. A lot of my old 302 videos with my black car is from that. Jesse, what do you mean about wire up the fuel pump? All right, hold on. It's a long video, my man, but pretty much go pretty step for step on what you want to do. So let me find it in my little stash of notepad here. Here we go. It might be something you might not want to do, but that's the video, my man. CMD Project Shop. My 93 Lightning 351 AFR heads. Speed density is going 30 over 10 to 1. Is there a cam that's speed density freely or just stock cam? That's a tough one, man. Especially on speed density. Jacob Miller, so I could spend a little money on my GT40 heads and intake and do as good as aftermarket heads. I'm not saying that, Jacob. I'm saying there's all kind of different ways to make horsepower. The way I've made horsepower is I've simply taken a $100 set of junkyard heads, had them machined, put my springs in them, just like I did with the spring kit on this, put some rockers on it, and literally went fast for cheap. You know what I'm saying? Now, you could make the same power with less boost if you had AFR heads or Holley System X or a big cam. You see what I mean? Regardless, in the end, you're still riding on a production block. You see what I mean? Especially one that's just stock. it's only going to make so much air, regardless of what heads are on it. The fuel pump video is good. I'm working on an upgrade. What do you think an A340 pump can support up for boosted power? A 340 single wired in the hangar, stock lines should be able to support 550 wheel on a Mustang dyno to 6K with 60-pound injectors. Can you please post a video of shifting like you stole it? Well, we are going to do a video about how to drag race for newbies. We talked about that a couple times, but we'll get to that. Brian GT 101, can find any Holly heads? I don't have any Holly heads. Adrenoside, you don't need massive fuel pumps. I know. Yep. Len Kohler Smith, looking good, man. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Sean Inman, just built and installed an HCI in 89 coupe. It has ported GT40X heads, F303 cam, ported air gap, 650 Holly, 32 degrees of timing. How much horsepower torque do you think I'm making? Well, just like Brutal said in his other video, carbs are going to make a little bit more horsepower, but they're not as easily modded as an EFI, because EFI's got all these little tricks you can do to them. So if I had to guess, HCI stock bottom end, I'd probably say around 280, 290, 320. Yeah. 92 green GT. No point in putting in small fuel pump in here. Fuel pumps simply apply fuel. That's it. Why not put the best pump in you can buy once you cry won't. Yeah, I get it. Drives me crazy not being able to run 11 jet. DK, it's all in your tire, bro. I promise you, and I'm not even here making fun of you, my man. That is a tire problem. That's not a car problem. If you mile an hour to 114 is like an 1170 pass on a 145, 150, 60 foot. I promise you that. I wouldn't lie to you. Yes, Brian GT 101 on 3 is based in Columbus. I have no ties to them. I'm just a dealer with them. What's up, Joe Gidley and Nathan Tuck? Thank you guys for joining the chat. Again, those guys are club members that support the channel. I do appreciate you, Joe, and I really do appreciate you, Nathan. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you every month, and you know we're just gonna keep on making content and having a good time. Thank you so much. That won't be the last time I say that stuff. Anyways, thinking about heating, Adrenoside, thinking about heating the fuel. Another overlooked part is that the return line can always, yep. So, Hobo 50, are you going to see how much power it can handle the stock? Listen, when we build Hobo 50, we're building it for one reason. We're building it to literally split the block. And you say, well, that's dumb. Well, not really, because we already have all the supporting parts. So when it gets built, which that's a kind of a long project like Steeda is, then it's going to be a good story. I got to bring the car back to life first. I mean, there's a lot of issues with that car frame-wise that need to be addressed. Who sells a good short block? Dude, build your own. Couple $100, invest in some tools, learn how to do it. Trust me. That's absolutely right, Adrenoside. Absolutely right. So, where are we at? Mo Lopez, I want to stay NA 302 or 351. Just say NA 302. You could do an HCI setup and make as much horsepower as a small old supercharger. You know, your base turbo kit, like an on-3 bolt-on a bone stock motor at like 6 or 8 pounds, is going to make 350. So, I mean, it's probably the easiest bang for buck horsepower. Old school V8s are easy to find. I built a 318 and a 360 already this year. I'd take a 360 over a 318 every day of the week and twice on Sundays. What else we got going on? You guys got some questions for me? It's Cousin Paul and Sandy. Sandy still in the chat? What spark plug gap are your GT40P intake and trick flow cam setup? What spark plug gap for a Now, is that boosted or is that NA, Nathan? Build your own LMO. What is that thought? He said, build your own. Good times. You should build your own. Like, I built and failed like twice. I mean, it depends on what your level of fail is. I would probably just run them at like 35, 30. You're not going to blow spark out. So, unless you're running an excessive amount of fuel, Nathan. So, what we got? Looking through chat, sorry. So now that I got some more of you guys in chat, I'm going to go back here to the blue car. We're going to talk a little bit. I did it earlier in the stream, but now we got some more people. What intake manifold is in the white car? Trick flow R box with the 90 millimeter hole. Joe Gidley. Here we go. So, Red Baron, 30-year-old question. What cylinder head can you run a stock 86 short block? You could run a GT40 head. You just got to be careful with your cam. All right, so you guys know we haven't done anything to Dad's car since we ran that 1190. Actually, we haven't even really hit it. Cousin Paul took it to the track, but you know it wasn't all that good. You know what I mean? He had some shitty 60 foots. That's kind of on him, but that's okay because he's getting better at it anyways. But since then, me and Mustang Mike, my buddy Mustang Mike, has put a Nitrous system on. Now, if you can tell by the way the stickers look, this shit is old. And we kind of half wired it in with a relay over here, which is all going to be on my video that's coming out. But I'm showing you guys on live stream because it's a live stream. So, like, we got a purge, and we got a relay set up, and we got a switch set up, and we're going to run a dry shot at 100 horsepower. Probably not exactly the best idea to do. And I'll get back with you guys in chat here in a minute when I get back to the computer. But, you know, we also got a kit over here that I had sitting in the corner for I don't know how long. And it's a full kit, and I'm pretty sure that can be converted to wet shot. So, Mike, I was holding out on Mike. Mike was a little mad, but, you know, I think we will convert it to wet shot and just leave Nitrous on Dad's car just because. So, there you have it. Anyways, we also have a GT40 kit, Nitrous kit. We also have a GT40 kit for Nitrous. We used to run it on the black coupe, but like the smallest shot you can put on that's like 150. So, anyways, as far as a bottle warmer, shit. I got this battery over here, and we literally are hooking it to a battery. Because you're supposed to run about 9 or 1,000 PSI on the bottle. So, like, we're going to run the warmers directly to a separate battery so we don't kill our battery in the car. How we doing on the stream? Does it look good still? Still got good volume? Quality still good? Get a check real quick. Good. Perfect. Like I said, we're just now doing a new software. So there's like a 6 or 8 second delay when you guys throw something in chat and me responding to it. So just be patient with the software. At least I know it won't cut out, because that got really annoying because I was going straight through YouTube. So how bad does the volume fade? Can you still hear me though? Pat, didn't you just run a 960s in that old coupe? Wow. What's up, sweet ass sugar? My 89 GT, I'm getting ready to do a T5 swap. Question, do I need to swap the PCM? No. Pat, that's crazy. I need to get that, bro. You went from 10 O's to 10 teens to... Are you turning the boost up, Pat? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you remember the Easter egg video with the black coupe in the stock bottom end, That car's running mid-9s. You should talk the Bruce Lee Kung Fu with the delay. Is it bad? Is the delay bad? Just need to rewire the O2 harness. That's correct, Adrenocide. Repin it. Okay. So, the only thing I don't like about the classic streaming method is the old school like streaming setup. Like I stream on Twitch a little bit when I play my other games, because I do play video games, and this is like you really can't get away from delay if you're running an encoder. Like YouTube sucks because they try to run the real-time encoder, which is actually really good, but it just cuts out, as you guys know, because how many times did my streams just cut out? So I'll take the delay versus getting cut out after about 30 minutes. So I am buying a diaper from Summit. Uh-oh. Diaper's no good. That means it's getting crazy. Stock bottom ends are stronger than internet forums. I know. Most of those internet forums, like 92 GT, Green GT, I mean, you're exactly right. These guys try to run around with no tunes. Like, I'm getting away with it back there because that thing only makes like 300 horsepower. But how many parts we already broke, right? What's up, 417 Fox? I'm going to be playing the new Call of Duty. Yes, Mod Motor. I played the Division for years, if you guys know what that game is. Like, I would stream on my channel here, but a lot of these none of these Mustang guys want to listen to that crap. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't really want to either, so. Throw in Nitrous with the boost on the blue car. Red Baron, that's already in the picture, bro. We're sending it. It's the end of the year, man. DK, I'm building a 408 with V1. Car about be in pieces. Why wire tuck? I'm going to tell you right now, DK. I'm going to tell you right now. The V1 ain't enough. My white car, and to give you guys a little bit of sneaky footage, my white car literally ate my turbo. Like, literally. Really just whacking your channel. Appreciate it, 417. What's up, Kingsman Racing? Love the channel. Newer here, learning lots. Hey, man, that's what this live stream's for, man. You could ask me questions. I can tell you no lies. Because I'm here in the shop. I can point at shit. I can pick stuff up. Whatever. What we got over here? I got a nitrous kit. I got a bench press. I got a broken GT40 head. I got a whole T5 swap back there. I mean, that's what we're here for. This is way better than the house. Boomerang Stang, love the channel. Newer here. I appreciate you. You need T-trim. That's right. What headers do you use on the GT40P head that will clear the plug wires? I'm gonna be honest with you. James Roulette. Just buy 90-degree boot spark plug wires. Like, let me show you something. See, this is what the good thing about being in the shop is. Y'all don't be making fun of no sandals, man. That's what we do up here when it starts getting cold. All right, so James Roulette, you need to buy that. You can convert. There's a tool you buy with it too. Like GT40P heads, you'll be all right. 90-degree boots, my man. 90-degree boots. 92 green GT. Neo, do you sell parts? I mean, do you have stuff you're selling listed somewhere? Yeah, I have an eBay store. Same name. Need some stripes in those socks. Bruh, these are Under Armour, homie. That's good. What's up, Matt Martin? Hey, everyone. Hit 88. That runs like crap. Been watching your videos for a while, but always hear mix about what I should do to use a tune. Well, tell me what you got going on, Matt. Broken tool, cold. It was like, bruh, it's like 40 degrees in Ohio right now at night. And then it'll get back up to like 60 or 70, and then it'll just be cold again. Like my air conditioning is confused. Joe Gidley, what's the most horsepower you ever seen on GT40 heads? 600 wheel. Without ported, no ported heads. Make sure you guys drop me a like if you don't mind. I appreciate you guys. Just hit that like for me. I'm a gold toe man myself. I get you. 80 in Florida. I'm going to tell you what, man. I've often thought about picking up my business and just going south. But I got beautiful children, and I don't think I could ever be a day without seeing them. So, you know, it's a tough thing. So I'm trying to build something so they can have it when I leave. Well, I'm new to this, talking about this Mega Squirt and stuff. What is the best choice for the 302? You could mess around with some Micro or Mega Squirt. I think Brutal's got a couple cool videos on it, but I think it's just him kind of messing around with it more than anything. Nathan Tuck, do I need shorty plugs for the night? Listen, if you buy the 90-degree boots, you got a tool you got to buy too. Buy the crimp tool. It's like $8 or $10. And this is only like 10 or 12 bucks. You can convert any wire set to this. You see what I'm saying? So, Nathan Tuck, buy at least one shorty plug. Hang on a minute. I want to say that this is the part number. I think it's missing though. I'm pretty sure this is the part number. This is a shorty plug. It's made by Excel, but I'm pretty sure this is it. Anyways, they make a shorty plug, and I think number 6. I think number 6 gets close, and it's tough. So you could run. I've ran a shorty plug in Dad's car for years when it was NA with these 90-degree boots, and I also bought those little DEI things that covered the plug, so you know it kept everything from being burned up or whatever. Are you going to run meth kit to help on the temps? Nah. Let me go. Let me get through chat. Nothing wrong with that, my man. Elliot Butts, yes. Regular BBK shorties will work with GT40P heads. 90-degree boot can also massage. That's correct. DK, you going to run meth kit to help with temps? No, I'm not going to do that on Dad's car. Josh Seibert, is there any cold beer in the garage? If so, it'd be better for streaming. Not tonight, my man. Broken Tool, Brutal got a new garage recently. Yeah, I know. I was talking to him. We talked a little bit, and you know, I think what he did with that garage is really, really good, not only for himself but for his channel, because now he can have the strawberry. I think is it a medium red or strawberry? The two-tone car and the Calypso clone. You know what I mean? So that's really good for him. Plus, it's going to help him with his channel. So I know he takes this stuff pretty serious like I do as far as trying to bring good content and bring good Fox body community. So, you know, shout out to him, man. That's really cool for him. So, for the Mega Squirt through the Stinger Performance, Stinger's pretty good. Pimp isn't too bad. My buddy Chris Watson at Project Stock Bottom End, if you all know who Chris is, which most of you do, he's pretty hardcore on Stinger, so. Now this garage, the one I work out of here is 42 by 76, and it's 2-story. I also have another garage that's 40 by 30, and then a couple other garages too that are the same size. So on top of a big lot. So I got some pretty good stuff going on, and that's why I'm like, you know what? I need to start streaming out of the shop, because this streaming out of the house is a good start, but you know, you got to get for real. I mean, I could do things like this. A genocide, no meth, leave that under the hood. Yep. John Doe, for real, no meth here. Broken Tool, I just built a new garage that's the same size. This garage chat is way better. Yeah, I mean, The cool thing is you get the nostalgia of a shop. I mean, we're over here. That was my plugs over there. Let me show you how damn foul my plugs were on my white car from starting it in that video. It's crazy. Like, if you guys watched the video, the most recent one, the fire in the hole, look what I did by doing that. I fouled the shit out of them. Like, that, those were brand new plugs. Man, don't tell AutoZone though, because I'm going to take them back. But the NGKRs that I put in, the BKR 6EYs that I put in, are a better plug anyway, so. I think we're all down for the garage scene. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to talk about no politics. I ain't trying to talk about women. I don't care about none of that shit. I care about Mustangs. I care about horsepower. I care about, you know, my channel and content and all that other stuff. So it is what it is. Aren't the shorty plugs at cold range? I think so. Broken tool. Was fire in the hole video open headers? No, it's a... I built the downpipe to make a hood exit because I don't have a downpipe built for it yet. But stay tuned because that shit's all changing. Kingsman Racing. Coyote swap's still on the plate, man. The black car is going to be the Coyote swap car. The white car is going to be my 410 Windsor T56 stick shift, hopefully 90890 car. Full weight, full interior. Fox Body Talk is where it's at. I get it. I like politics and women, though. I get it, but they ain't here, man. You know better. Stay push rods. Well, let me tell you what. Let me tell you something that I promise will never happen. When I switch and I start doing some Coyote stuff, I'm not stop doing this stuff over here. This is where my channel started. The stock bottom end stuff. Making power. We're going to continue spending money on Dad's car. We're going to make the white car bulletproof to where I can go out and make some videos and have fun with it and beat the shit out of it and go fast and show you some cool stuff. And, you know, the black car is just going to be like a different build. It's going to be like a Coyote build. So I'm going to have stock bottom end that I'm never getting rid of, like Project Hot Wheels. I'm going to have crazy push rod, and then I'm going to have Coyote. So I'm going to be able to bring everything. You know what I mean? I thought Neo was a hyper at home. It's double time in the garage. Hey, man, I just got done drinking some coffee, so. America, America. I do a lot of workout, so I get a little excited when I'm able to actually sit down and talk to some of my subscribers, because honestly, guys, you guys are the reason why I do it. I mean, I appreciate everybody just spending time to talk about Mustangs. I would have never thought, you know, something like this is a dream come true. You know, literally, it's a dream come true. You know, you're getting somewhat paid to, you know, enjoy a hobby with friends. You know what I mean? Even if you've never met them before. The coolest thing is when you see people out and about. Like, it's getting to the point now to where, like, when you're out and about, I see people, they're like, aren't you that Neomustangs guy on YouTube? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, it's kind of weird because I'm not that type of guy to be like, you know, oh, look at me. Because I don't really care that much. For SD cams, is LSA more critical or at 50? I think lobe separation is always critical. Cletus Hollywood bullshit. Yeah, I mean, Cletus got so many subs now. I mean, bruh. I mean, who would have thought something like that would blow up? But you know what? Good for him, you know? That's end game, bro, you know? So I'm sure they have an entourage that helps film it all. And they choreograph it and they edit it and stuff. But, you know, good for him. Wish my Fox was done. Mod Motorhead. You must be putting bigger turbo on the white car. Something like that. Adrenocide, we enjoy your time for real. I appreciate that, Adrenocide. DK, Godzilla swap more interesting than Coyote. Yes. So don't sleep on me with that yet. When the border opens back up, I'm coming down to see you. Bro, come on down. Hey, you know, they're still talking about doing that swap meet. I think you go to the swap meet every year, don't you? So, anyways, what else we got? DK, every time I take my car out and get gas or at the store on parking lot, people love yeah, of course. Every time. Just got through turning wrenches on the Fox. Now it's pouring rain. Uh-oh. Jackson Summers. Honestly, don't know how your channel isn't way better. You have great content and great personality. I appreciate that. Listen, Jackson and everybody that's watching, it's just, like I was saying earlier, if you're trying to build a channel on YouTube, YouTube literally throttles you. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to make you popular, like, all of a sudden. Like, because there's millions of other people that are trying to do it. That's why I don't hate, you know, it's really hard to get the first 1,000 subs under your belt. And then after that, it starts to pick up a little bit. But you could bring the best content to the table imaginable, and you would get like 30 views. So I do appreciate that. But the guys that are, you know, I got into the game a little bit too late. So, you know, I did make a bunch of old stuff, and, you know, I did watch it a little bit over the years. But had I just been paying attention like I am now, you know, 3 or 4 years ago, I would be in the 30, 40, or 50,000 sub range, which is where I kind of want to be at anyways. But I'm very happy with where I'm at. My content is rich. I got access to a dyno. I got access to a track. I do all Fox bodies. I own 3, 4, 5, 10 power added Mustangs. You know, I don't really work on other people's stuff, so I'm not really limited by a customer. You see what I mean? I can just do what I want and vlog it, and we'll break it and fix it and whatever. So, long-winded, sorry. John Doe, everyone on the same page here. I know. I get you, John. What about the Godzilla swaps? I mean, if 7.3 Godzilla swap is where it's at, then, you know, I'll skip the Coyote build. The only real reason why I wanted to do the Coyote build is because On3 was coming out with their proprietary kit for Fox body Coyote swap. So I kind of wanted to dip in on that. DK, gets expensive to keep parts moving from build content. Track stuff definitely sets you apart. Yeah, I mean, when the track closes, I lose a little bit of content. Dyno, I can just get on the dyno whenever I want. Not to sound like an asshole, but it's just the way it is. You know, I'm very good friends with Kevin and Smart Dave, the mad scientist. So, like, when we build something here, we're just be like, hey, let's just take it over and see what happens. It's fun content. You know, it's the stuff I like to see if I was watching, so. Yeah, and, you know, and I am a stick shift guy. So everything that I build, I race, I break, I have to pay for it to be fixed or whatever. Add some Power Stroke content. No diesel stuff. So, what else we got? Got about, I'm gonna stream for about 15 more minutes or so. So if you guys got questions, you want to talk about something, let me know. DK, let me tell you what. The only thing that you need to be coached on right now is get yourself another set of rear wheels and get you some slicks. I promise you, get you some slicks. That car will completely change. Your 60 foot at 1.9 is not good. Thanks, Broken Tool. We're at 9K subs now. We'll be at 10K by the end of November, I hope. Middle of December. Now, YouTube, for you guys that have started a channel or are curious, December's a big month for YouTube's content creators. It's because people are watching more YouTube because they're not really doing anything else. So it's a pretty good month for everybody. And it's nice because I'll hit 10K, which puts me in another tier. And hopefully I can start picking up better subs faster with some of my content. So poor performance. You and 5 with Tustin are my good go-to channels for Fox Racing. Dude, I appreciate that. I wish Rod was still making some content. But you know what? He'll be back. You know, I started watching Rod years ago. And that's what kind of got me. He's not the reason why I started. But I was just like, you know what? I can relate to this guy. If I did some cool stuff and just threw some stuff up there, let's see what happens. Yeah, you guys smack that like sub button if you don't mind. If you're into that. Stangman78. Hi, Neil. Are you interested in buying a 93 Mustang outside of OK? Needs a paint job and rust on the tongue. Interior is really nice. Hit me up on Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Neomustangs. I'm also on Facebook. I just made a new intro, so just go to one of my newest videos. In the first like 10 or 15 seconds, you'll see the links to both of them. So, suspension setups. Actually, I go over this car's suspension pretty good when we fix the axle, DK. Legitimately, your best way to get better 60 foots, my man, is change your bushings. Change your control arms. Make sure everything's tight in the back. Make sure your springs are right and have a good set of tires. How far do you lift from your track? 30 minutes. What would be dope is Chris Watson on. Actually, what I would like to do is I would like to bring Chris Watson on. I would like to maybe collaborate with Brutal, but to stream at the same time with two different people in two different locations is pretty difficult. So I think my email's there somewhere too, Stingman. Broken tool, tubulars only, poly bushings is one of my, yes, absolutely. If you watch this video, I'm just telling you, you guys, it changed the car. The car used to rock all over the place, but when I changed the bushings, front and rear, it changed the car. Boss 302, do you have center rear ends when you are setting up the suspension? Do I center the rear ends? Not really. You mean by plumb bobbing them? Like with the front? Stingman, you have an email or... Yeah, there's an email. It should be an email in my description. If not, it's in one of my videos. I'm pretty sure it's all in my descriptions. John Zimmerman, do you recommend the On3 kit for a daily? Yes. You have... Okay. Mod Motor, is Cousin Paul going to live stream with you? Yes. Actually, he's doing like a little bit of video right now with my Cousin Paul and Sandy, which is his wife. She's also my photographer. PS Photography. She's on Facebook. They do a haunted house in October. It's really cool. They volunteer their time to help with haunted house because they like all that effects stuff. So he would be here right now with me, but he couldn't this week because he's doing the haunted house until 10. So Brian GT 101, the 363 is almost done, my man. I'm glad you said that. I got to grab 2 oil pan plugs to take over to Smart Dave. Do you ever play PUBG? No. Division 1, Division 2, and I'm going to play the new Call of Duty, and I'm going to probably Twitch stream it and all that other stuff, but that stuff won't come on this channel because there's people that don't want to see that stuff. I got to be respectful. Broken tool, put poly bushings in when I did the new edge front. I mean, it changes the car. Trey Abad, do you have a discount code for On3 kit? I don't. Unfortunately. Not yet, at least. Boss 302, left and right center or rear end. Mine is a little out of whack. Full suspension, but one side pushes a little. That's interesting. Josh Dosh, keep up the good work. I'm in Findlay, Ohio. Thanks, John. Or, I'm sorry, John Dosh. Thank you. I appreciate you. Another Ohioan. All right, so we're getting towards the end of the stream. I'm not getting off yet, guys. I'm having a good time. This is good over here. If you guys see these guys in green chat, they are my club memberships. If you're interested in joining the club, there's a link to it. If you give me a moment here, I would like to make a shout out to my club members, which would be TBT Jones, GT 1982 Mustang, Mod Motorhead, which he's here in chat, Jeffrey Bengry, Alan S80 GT, I'm sorry, Bruce Bell, Nathan Tuck, and Broken Tool, they're both in chat, Christian Roy, Jerry Bowden, and Joe Gidley, all in chat, and a handful of other ones here that are new. So I do appreciate you guys. If you guys are wondering, it's just to support the channel, get a little discount on some merch when it comes out at 10,000. Because at 10,000 subscribers, I'm able to sell merch, and then I can discount it pretty good, pretty much at cost. for anybody who wants to support the channel, like, you know, get it at cost or whatever. So anyways, I do want to shout out channels. Of course, you already know I'm going to shout out Brutal. I would have mentioned, I'm going to shout out Justin91LX. He's got a lot of work on his plate right now with that coupe, but he just put doors on it, which look that are from the hatch, so that's really cool. I want to shout out, you know, obviously Caleb at Foxcast Media. You know, congrats to you, dude. You're at the top. I think you're doing really well, man. Keep up the good content. I want to shout out 50 Tussin. I hope you come back soon. Donnie B, man, we're climbing. We're getting there. And there's a couple other channels that I'm actually going to shout out because I like their content. Gearhead 704. I don't think he's subbed to me, and that's okay. I'm not in competition with anybody, but I enjoy his content. I've been watching Demon Fox a little bit. Haven't really, you know, I haven't subbed to him yet because I haven't had a chance to get to him because I can only watch so much. But, you know, there's just some channels, and I know I haven't mentioned everybody, but anyways, let me go back to chat. Is a Coyote swap worth it? Adam Molina. Yeah, if you want to spend the money for it. Adrenocide. Is the 9093 dash harness the same? No. 9293 and 9091, and it's because of the fuel pump. Nathan Tuck, make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate that, Nathan. Make sure you guys hit that like. Kyle Hastings, do you know if the 351 Windsor on-3 kick down pipe narrows from 3.5 to 3? It goes from 3 to 3.5. Wait a minute. To answer your question, that's an on-3 351 downpipe. It's 3.5, 3 to 3.5. This is the new one that I cut, that I made the, so to answer your question. All right, so let me get back into chat. Donald Swick, just got the on-3 turbo kit from my Fox, thinking of getting the Terminator X. That's a good fuel system. Swifty Mac, which 302 bottom end bearing do you prefer? Cleveite 77s. DK, I am about to sell my Liberty Gears TKO and go with Lentec AOD. Man, don't do that. Lentec is down the street from me. Adrenocide. Red Baron, 50 Tesla makes me want to stay home. I'm not sure what that means. You talk about his content, like watching it? CMD Project Shop, is there a good street tire? I always like the Extreme Drag Radial Mickey Thompson. About 18, 20 pounds of pressure, run around on dry pavement. They stick really well. Or they lay a nice patch. Demon Fox is a good dude, John Doe. Boosted 931, is that a channel, Clay? Boomerang Stang, Demon Fox sent me stuff to help me start my channel. Great guy. You know what? That's really cool. You got a channel, Boomerang? Yeah, you know what? You showed me that. Sean Ray, 50 Tesla makes a stock Fox run like a champ, though. Yeah, that's what we do here. I mean, that's why we're all friends. Let's get fast. Sean Ray, 50 Tesla, Brian 93 GT 101. I have Pimp XS. Should I get the wiring harness from Ron? Yes. Anything Ron Francis is golden. I love Ron Francis's wiring harnesses. Broken Tool, awesome being in the shop. Yep. He definitely knows his Mustangs. A big fan of the shop stream. I appreciate that, Genocide. So cool to see everyone actually running their Foxes. Keep it up, man. I appreciate that one quick GT. Donald Swick, is the Honda Terminator worth the money or is there a better option? No, it's worth the money. Red Baron, I would be embarrassed to line up against 50 Tussin. Let me tell you what, there's a lot of people probably be embarrassed to line up. He'll take you down the street on an LTD and you couldn't touch the dash if you tried. Toyo 888R is a great tire. Yep. That's a pretty good tire. So, what else you guys want to talk about to finish the stream? Let's talk about what's coming. Okay. I got a video that I don't know if I'm going to release it tomorrow or Tuesday. It's called KISS. And if you guys know what that acronym means, KISS, bros. I literally could not do that video when I had my white car sitting here. And if you guys get a chance, I want you to watch that video because I get pretty personal about it as far as my mistakes and my experiences. The video we're also working on this week is finishing, and I'm going to show it real quick again since we got more people in the shop and in the chat. Don't mind me with my selfish stick here. I'm going to show you guys, if you haven't seen it already, Dad's blue car. Since I run my 1190, I haven't really driven it since. We took the charge pipe off, put some old 30-year-old nitrous in. So we got it all wired up. We're going to put the bottle in it. We're going to get it heated up, and we're going to go to the track and see if the 100 shot of nitrous is faster than 100 horsepower of supercharger. We all pretty much know what that answer is, right? So that's a video that's coming up. So I want you guys to check that out. And, you know, throw me some thumbs. Obviously, white car is tuned and it is raceable. But that video is coming as well. The dyno run, the dyno tune, because I got to change the oil. I got my case of Brad Penn over there I got to put in. So make sure you guys check out those channels I was telling you about, because, you know, it's getting towards the end of the year, so my content's going to continue to grow, but like I'm losing my track, so that sucks. But I'm still going to have my dyno, and it's kind of cool because I'm just finishing my white car and I'm just finishing my black car, so we can tinker with that shit all winter long. So let me check on chat here. Cheapest way to go seems like NOS. Well, here's the thing that I was talking to Mike about as we're coming to a close. Nitrous is cheap. It's still $600 or $700 for the kit, right? But you got to factor in how much the bottles cost every time you fill them up. You see what I mean? So eventually, it's going to end up costing you more money than a cheap turbo kit that's there all the time. Do you get what I'm saying? So, anyways, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys hit me up with a thumbs up. And, you know, I'm getting towards the end of my channel now. If you haven't had I'm getting towards the end of my stream. Starting to lose my voice. I appreciate you guys for sitting with me and talking with me. We're going to probably stream again next week. If I don't, I'll let you know. But I'll definitely let you know in advance. Probably have Cousin Paul here maybe. Probably have the black car or the white car in here. We can talk about that. So, anyways, just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned for the channel. We're not gonna keep rocking. And you know, I do appreciate everybody. So I'm going to end this stream there. Thanks for sticking with me for about an hour or whatever. See you guys soon. Appreciate you all, y'all. Have a good night.